Hi, my name is Amanda Panacea, and you're listening to the Healer Revolution podcast. This is a community for self-healers, biohackers, practitioners, and any other helping professionals. You're in the right place if you're seeking conversations about how pain becomes passion, the connection between physical, energetic, mental, and our spiritual self, finding your body's ancient wisdom, the latest biohacking technologies, clinical research, and if you just want to nerd out about complex biochemistry and quantum physics. But this is also for entrepreneurs who seek infinite abundance and a supportive community. So pour a cup of King coffee or Sisters tea and let's join the revolution. So when you say you're testing the liver area, are you basically running the frequency of the liver?
In essence, yes. Yeah, we're kind of going through that liver pattern and then pulling the energy that comes through that, the vibration that's coming off that area. Yep.
So you mentioned a lot of what the scan tests were. Can you just run down like a general what comes up on the report?
Yeah. So we test 58 different points that correlate to different organ systems and the energy that comes in relation there. So let's say we're testing the thyroid, hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal. We're going to represent that within the endocrine system. So we list throughout the report 14 different systems and then specify at the bottom which organs are pulling those areas down. And so that this is part of the full scan. So we test that area. Then we test for food and environmental sensitivities. We test the nutritional imbalances, toxins, which includes bacteria, parasites, heavy metals, chemicals, molds, things like that. And then we test hormones. I think I mentioned nutrients already, and then the balancing regimen. So that's our full scan. That's by far the most popular, the most comprehensive. And I like to see people start there just because then we do get that full picture. But then we have other sub scans that are smaller versions of the full scan. So for example, we have just a basic remedy scan that people like to do in between full scans, which helps them to understand what herbs, what homeopathics, what nutritionals should I or could I still take that are going to balance me and then sort of buffer the cost between full scans. And then we have our prenatal scan and our dietary scan, which both test for nutritional imbalances and food and environmental sensitivities. We have our balancing scan, which tests hormones, toxins, nutrients, and a regimen. And we have just a sensitivity scan alone, just testing sensitivities. And then our most recent scan that we came out with about a year ago is our awareness scan, which is great because, we focus so much on the body, but we don't necessarily focus on the mind as much as we should, mind, spirit. And so within the awareness scan, we're testing for emotional blocks. And we're looking at very specific emotions that could be creating stress in an area and keeping us from finding balance. And if you look at traditional Chinese medicine, and this is something I've always enjoyed studying long before we even launched the awareness scan, was understanding how certain organs hold certain emotions, which I know you and I talk about quite a bit, but like how the lungs hold grief and the liver holds anger. And so when you're going through a full scan and you see that liver coming up in the red, which indicates weakness, you and I might immediately think to ourselves, ooh, there might be some anger issues, and whether that's because there's a lot of anger issues or there's a lot of stress in the liver. We don't know what came first, but we know we need to work on it. And so from that traditional Chinese medicine standpoint, we've always enjoyed looking at those emotions, but then the awareness scan takes it a step further where we're able to pinpoint very specific emotions that could be blocking, whether it's someone that struggles with transitional changes in life or someone that is very nostalgic and stuck in the past, and all these different types of emotions that will help someone just by being aware that that's a block to start moving forward with.